What's up, guys? Welcome back to Delaplaine. Welcome to the dairy, and we have got some things going on here. Like I said, the last couple episodes, we've had a couple cows here in this barn. I would like to get them shifted over there. They are currently in our other barn, which has got basically everything going on in it. We've got calves, we've got bulls, we've got just about everything in there. So we're going to have to try to slowly take everything. We got the beacons on, but we're gonna have to slowly take all of these cows and kind of try to sort them. I want to take all of the ones that are producing milk, put them over here into the dairy. We're putting into the dairy barn, I should say. We're putting TMR in here, so they're getting to be the fullest that they can be. The first thing I want to do, though, around the farm is I do want to do something cosmetic and something that doesn't really seem like a big deal, but we're going to do this right immediately, and that is we are going to make some connections here to here, because I'm always driving over here. So what I want to do is we'll make it dirt and not at the pole, but we will just take this and drive this over here, and then we will take this and we will drive it over here. And what I want to do, what I want to accomplish with this is just have a little bit of a pathway so that we're not always going over, and I want to complete this by making this go around like this, just because I always take this turn, and I want to make sure that we can continue taking this turn without much problem or effort. It's not going to make the turn easier, obviously. It's just going to leave us a little space. And cosmetically, I think that kind of does look a little better. It attaches this side and this side. Speaking of the greenhouses, we'll check them out real quick. They've got a lot of pallets that are ready to go. I do have to get an auto loading trailer. That way I can get this done. Right now, I'm going to have that very soon. I just got to download it, to be honest with you, and get it to work out. But there is about $120,000 right over here in the greenhouse fund. We can make $120,000 from there. And of course, we have the grass, which I don't really want to mow yet. It's 2 of 4 right now, is the growth state of this, as you can see. And I'm not really ready to mow. I mean, there has been a lot of people. My boy Plowboy said, "Man, you've done a lot of hay." I have done a lot of hay. We've needed to make some money, but now, today, I want to do some contracts. I want to try to get back up to $1 million. I do also, in the next couple episodes, want to start figuring out this farm over here. Now, we have a bunch of trailers, a bunch of equipment, a bunch of implements that were all sorted over. What I want to do is find a home for them. I don't know if I'm going to, and this is why I haven't yet, I don't know if I'm going to make another barn right here next to this one, or if I want to make this a big machine shed, or if I want to put the machine shed over here. There are a lot of things to consider. So when I figure this out today, we're going to do some contracts. So let me get into the contract and let me see what we've got. Okay, now in the contract tab, and we have got $31,000. David wants field 3 done. $31,000. We only have to lease the equipment for $600. So we are going to borrow the items, get on over to field 31, and we are going, or sorry, field 3, and we are going to start cultivating all of this. Now, on our way over to field 3, and we're actually on the right road. I always get lost here in Delaplaine, and honestly, I think that we have got it under control now. We're going to get to field 3. We haven't gotten to field 3 yet, so who knows if I'm going to have to cut through one of these fields, but for right now, we've got a road. And we're trying to get, I don't know, maybe 3 contracts done today. That would be a really nice number. And then we might even buy the machine shed today. That is if I figure out where I want to put it. All right, so we're about there. 8:30, probably about 8:40, 8:45 is when we'll actually start getting really into it. But yeah, Delaplaine, you've got me confused. The map is great, but the roads and the just the layout of the roads, I will never understand. I promise you I will not. But we are here. Here we are. Let me back up so I don't go into the drink, and we can drive by here and we can get started. All right, so battling some foggy conditions right now, but 8:40 is when we're starting this, just like I pretty much predicted. I don't know how long this is going to take. It's a $31,000 field, so I figure it'll probably take a couple hours, but Man, it'd be a lot better if this fog wasn't so bad. Then we could see the actual size and where we've gone. But I anticipate that in a couple hours, that's probably going to be gone. All right, now one time around, it's already 9 o'clock, so it's about a half an hour to get around the perimeter of the field. 13% done, and yeah, we're just getting this done slowly. I hope by, I don't know, 10:30, 11, we can get this done so that we can move on to other things. But who knows, really? I mean, I wanted to do a harvesting contract, but realized that I'd probably have to lease or borrow a trailer. So, got to buy some more infrastructure as well. Got to buy some more implement, should I say? The infrastructure will come with the workbench or um, the work shed and the equipment, the machine shed, I should say. So, I think that that will be fine. All right, now just a little past the first passing, and yeah, it's going to be a little bit slow, but we're going to try to get this done. We need a machine shed. I'm looking at getting one of those today. The fog has settled down a little bit. We can start to see a little bit. Hopefully by 10:30 we get this done. I was going to do some harvesting today, but yeah, I could borrow the harvester, and yeah, it would be a good amount of money, but then I would have to borrow a trailer. So I'm really looking at buying a couple things that we usually use so that we don't have to borrow any more of these things, so that we can just start making profit on them. Perfect example here is the cultivator. I don't need to buy seeds. I don't need to buy lime. I don't need to buy fertilizer. I don't need to buy anything. I just drag this thing behind me and we make money. So if I can buy something like this, especially bigger ones, I don't know how much bigger they come though than this, but if I can buy the right size equipment, that will get us a lot farther, a lot sooner, and it'll be a lot cheaper. Okay, so 10 minutes to 10, and obviously this is going to take a lot longer. I just ended up driving in the middle here just to kind of change things up because it's just back and forth, back and forth. I'd like to try to at least get, I always like try to get a circle or perimeter so that I'm never not doing the job. I don't like turning around because it takes a little bit too long with the progress, but yeah, we're 34%, so we're not worried about progress. We haven't done that in a while. 34% is not far. And at 10 o'clock, it's really not far. Now I'm really hoping that we can get this done by noon. That's 2 more hours from now. Really hoping that we can get it done because then we'll be able to do another contract. And I think I have an idea of what one I already want to do. All right, a little after 11, finishing up this last strip over here, but yeah. We still have that other half over there to go. So we're going to see how far we can get. I mean, obviously we're going to get done with this, but I'm hoping that we can get this done. The time keeps sliding back. I keep saying 11, then 12, now 12:30. Let's get this done because I want to have enough time to harvest a field and really make some money here. All right, 12:45, and we are finally done. I did not think that this field, looking at this field, look at the size of this field. Maybe I'm nuts. Up in the north west, field 3. That doesn't look like it's going to take that long. It did. So now we have to figure out what we're going to do with the rest of the day. Do we have enough money to harvest, or do we have enough time to harvest everything? We have enough money. We have enough time to take a harvest contract. Let me drive back there and we will figure it out. All right, now it's raining again. It rains almost every day here in Delaplaine. I don't get it. But we are going to have a change of pace and that, or change of plans, and that is not because of the rain. What we're going to do, we are going to take another contract. I checked this out, $74,000 to plow field 130. Now, what I plan on doing, I'm going to borrow these items, and this setup right here is a setup that I'm not really going to use. I don't like the plow, to be honest. So what we're going to do is cycle through here, and that is a big tractor. We are going to get a worker on this field, and I don't like to just take the worker and put him on a field and then make the money. I like to help the worker, obviously, out with the field. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump over and help the worker. We're going to get him to the field. What field was it again? I cannot remember. Field 130. So we are going to locate 130 on this huge map, and then we are going to figure out how long we're going to be. All right, now on our way to field 130. And these, I don't personally like these kind of plows. I don't like to use them. I like to use the square ones. So what I'm going to do is get him set up because he is a worker of ours. I'm going to get him set up over in field 130. And then we are going to actually buy the plow. Now, the plow is $80,000. That's going to be quite a substantial amount of money. The difference here is that we're going to own it. The difference here is that we are not going to have to lease it, and it's not going to come out of our pockets. So we are going to buy it. We are going to do a couple contracts next summer, I would imagine, with the plow that will help us pay off the thing. But this is going to help us right now get this job done faster. It is a big field. It is already 1 o'clock. I really can see this going until 4 or 5. I'm hoping not. This is a big plow, and we're about to have a decent sized plow as well. So I'm hoping between that, we're able to get this done. All right. Well, a good learning lesson here today. I cannot use this worker to plow for some reason. I don't know why. He's already started, and then he just stops. I'm not really sure why. But we're not using this. We're not going to use this. This is awful. This is an awful setup. I don't like this plow. So what we're going to do is we're going to just drop this off over here if I can move. And now, and only now, it feels like we've got a worker. I don't know if I was too far outside or what, but he is going to start working. I'm going to assume that that's going to work. And I'm going to come over to our tractor. And I'm going to buy that plow because the plow is going to help us out quite a bit. As I said, it's $85,000. That is a lot of money for a plow, but we're going to make sure that the work speed is all the way up to 15 so that we can do a lot of work here with this plow. 85,000. It doesn't cost any more money to have the work speed higher, which seems wrong, but we'll keep moving. All right, there is the worker. Who knows where he's going? I don't think he knows where he's going. This version of Farm Sims workers I will always talk crap about because I really don't think they're that good. I'll be honest with you. Either way, that is going to take a long time for him. Could you imagine if we just used that plow that he's got instead of this one? We would be here all day. And where's he going? I think he's just wasting money at this point. I don't even think he's really done much. I guess we'll have to see, but either way, we're going to keep moving. I guess I'll just monitor him, but if you can tell me how the AI is better in 25 than it is in 22, you can look at that guy and I just want an answer. That's it. All right, now I've got this worker. I don't know what he's going to do, to be honest. I don't think he knows what he's going to do. He's heard me talking smack about him, and he is probably done working for the day, but I'm telling him to hurry up and get going. I guess we're just going to start him here in the middle. Whatever he can do is better than nothing, I guess. So I guess we'll continue doing that. We'll continue doing our job over here, and hopefully by the time, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 hits, hopefully we're done with this field and collecting money. It's a slow day on the farm, so we might as well make some money doing contracts. That's kind of the gist of this, and hopefully we can make a little bit more money. I mean, we've already spent $85,000 on this plow. I'm really happy about that because the working speed's 15. So next summer, when all those contracts come around, we're just going to be able to collect, which is going to be nice. And we've got the best plow, in my opinion, in the game. So it's going to be a little easier next summer to collect money fast. But whoa, either way, if I can drive a straight line, we will collect money. We just got to keep going on about it. I don't know where the worker is, but we will find him, and we'll see what he can actually get done. I promise I can drive a straight line. All right, now we've gotten 2 lines down from the AI. Could you imagine how long it would take to do this field? I mean, I'm sitting here going 15 miles an hour with an incredible width, right? This guy, man, this would take the entire episode and some, I think. He's only gone down twice. It's because he's got to go down to the end of the row, and then he has got to turn around, and then he's got to flip that plow. All we have to do is keep driving. That's why I like this plow. That's why it's worth $85,000. That's why we're going to get done a lot faster. And because we're getting a lot of faster, we're going to get a lot of plowing jobs done next summer. This is an investment for next summer, but next summer is going to be really, really lucrative if we can find a bunch of plowing jobs. Like I said, it's October right now. We have the winter to go through, and we're going to get our cattle straight then. And then hopefully next summer we are making hand over fist. We've got some milk going, and hopefully we'll be able to buy the dairy. This series is named the dairy. We probably need a dairy soon, but we do have a dairy barn right now, and we are just trying to get our herd working. So we're still on time. We're still on pace. It's just, man, year 3 is going to be a nice one. That's when we're going to start making a substantial amount of money, I think. All right, 343, wrapping this field up. And I'll tell you what, there was no help from that AI. So I'm here for all the smoke, guys. I really am. I'm here for it all. Tell me how 25 is better than 22. And I don't even care about the algorithm or anything like that. I just need you to put it in the comments for my sanity, because I don't see it. Either way, thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, guys. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. I guess we still have a little bit more work to do. A lot more work to do. But you see this right here? The reason why I'm not bringing it back? It's because we own that thing now. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.